Hey guys. Hey guys. You guys hear me okay? SJ? Holy cow, this computer cannot do this. Shoot. This is totally not working. Oh man. Right now I'm getting 89% on dropped frames. I don't know what that means. But my stream health that shows up on like the bottom right of OBS says that it's orange and then red. So I'm guessing that that this, I don't know if it's my I don't know what it is. I know my video should be mostly fine because the system is a lot faster than my laptop. It's about 4 times faster than my laptop. But if it's saying that my dropped frames is 89%, that means I'm only gaining 10% of my video, which is a large problem. Dropped frames. Drop frames 90.5. Oh crap. $89, $88, $87, $88. $86%, but still not. It's just the server. Drop down to 84%. Okay. 56, 31. %41. 42%. Okay, so at least yeah, my stream health is dead. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run with this now, I guess. Running at 44, 45%. My stream health still sucks, but I don't know what else I can do, I guess. My stream health still sucks, but I don't know what else I can do, I guess. Alright, well, I'll just continue coin roll hunting, and if I got something going on, then I got something going on. But at least my stream health is 46%, I guess. Or I'm sorry, my dropped frames is 45%, which is really just terrible. But I'm gonna roll with it because that's what I got right now. I'm building another system right now that should be able to handle this, because it's gonna be a monster. And welcome guys for coming in. It's me, Brian, and Cryogen. This is my first attempt at live streaming, so I'm just gonna go with it. So far it's been absolutely terrible, but so I apologize. That's apparently my hardware is not where it needs to be, but I'm gonna keep going, and I hope you guys like it, I guess. So I wanted to show you guys this one. This one that I found this morning is a 1936. I actually saw this side first, so I knew it was cool that that it was an S mint mark right down here at the bottom, and I flipped it over, and it's a 1936, and I'm like, heck yeah, that's fantastic. So I will take a Buffalo, and this happened in the first roll. I found this 1936 because this one right here This 1941 was actually the ender, which I was totally surprised. Was, totally surprised to get at 41 Philly. So that was actually the ender. It was flipped over like this. That was the ender piece to the same roll that I got that Buffalo in. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'll try to keep up with you guys in the chat. Since there's only 2 people in here. But if you guys wanna chat, I got the chat open, and I'll just keep going. I just started doing nickels a little while ago. I've only gotten, I think, a total of 6 boxes of nickels. That's man. That I started to do nickels, and so far, like, just the nickel boxes in my area have been pretty. I feel like I guess they're really heavy. Meaning there's a lot of the like the 1939. This is a 1939 S, by the way. I couldn't believe it. I just pulled this one out. There's the S mint mark on the side, right here, and that is the 1939 S. I feel like that is really heavy in 30s and 40s and 50s for my area. That I feel like that it should be, that it should be in there, I guess. But I'll just get you guys down here where you can see. So 1987, I just feel like it's really heavy. Like, I feel like it should be more searched than it is, because the half dollars that I've been able to go through, which isn't much, were not very good. Like, I can rarely ever get anything out of, and so I know that those are searched. So I guess I just assumed that the nickels would be just as heavily searched as the half dollars, but I guess I'm wrong. I mean, because I've already gotten, this is a 63 Denver. I've already gotten all of the hey, mobile coins. I've already gotten 4 or 5 silver in it, in the nickel so far. So I know there's a good amount of silver in it, because that's on average of about 2 per box that I've been able to get. Here's a really nice 17 Denver. It's got marks, bag marks right on this side right here, but so I already have a couple of those, so I'm gonna kick that one back. So I've got you guys probably can't see it. I got this list right here. So this is the list of the coins that I do not have my album yet. So I've gone through the album. So I always have a list on I guess set aside. Sorry. A list set aside so that as I go through the coins, I know what to look for, if that makes sense. Because when I'm really in the searching the coins is to complete a book. I just really like the feeling of finding that last one, and finding those to complete the books, and that's what I really enjoy doing. 2010 Denver, no doubling. So, but like it's cool to find coins like this. Like this is a 1947, just right there. 1947 was this a D? No, this is an S. 1947 S. So I'm just 2 years shy of silver, but you know, hitting those dates around the silver ones are cool. I like those. Got a metal detector. I actually do have a metal detector. I've actually used it a few times. The action actually, I actually have. Is it this one? 44. Yeah, this is the one right here. So I'll show you guys this one. This is a Merkdime. This is a 1944 Merkdime, and this was the very first coin. Um, um, very first coin that I dug out of the ground, as far as a metal detector. So it was this, and I found two wheats that were they were mid 40s, and they were absolutely just trashed. But um, the 19 this Merc dime, I always keep it on my desk here because it's the history of the history of the coins is what really drives me to find them. So I haven't looked very hard at it. It's got you guys can see on the edge right here that it's been in the ground. I won't do anything to like clean it or anything. I've thought about it a couple times, but I'm not going to, because then that gets rid of the that gets rid of the history behind it if you clean it all the way off. So but that is my first mercury dime that I've ever dug out of the ground. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So I would agree that if you have metal detector and you go find stuff, the best part is that even if you find newer coins, you're still making money, because otherwise you just dug up money. So it's more or less just going to be a free, just free money. So 2013, 2001p, 1992. The reason why I flip these coins over, each one, is because I'm looking for bag marks on the front. I'm looking for on the 2014, 15, 16. I'm looking for the doubling on the interior bays right here. But the other thing is that I'm looking for die clashes. I've actually been able to find a couple of die clashes recently that were pretty significant die clashes. Like this one. This is my 1966 die clash. Let's see if I can show you guys here. There's the line of his shoulder right here. You can see it go up, and then the line on the other side go right there. It's kind of hard to see in the flip, but you can see it right here. This is the front of Jefferson, and this is his shoulder and the back of his neck. So that's a 1966 die clash. I found another one recently that also has a die clash on it. So I know that they exist, and I know that they are found pretty readily right now, since I found two. In recent. This looks like something I found out of the ground. It's all crusty. 2016. Nope, there's on my list. They're cryo. I actually got mine off of Amazon. It was really cheap. It was only like $60. And I ended up getting myself one and my son one, and a pinpointer for like, I think like $80 or something like that. But the thing is just getting, even if you get a cheap one, even if you get one of those $99 ones, or like those $60 ones, obviously they're gonna have a smaller coil on them, and you know it's going to take you a lot longer to go through an area, but it's still just learning. It's learning the use of the machine and getting used to the different tones that coins make as you search them out in the ground. So, you know, it's fun. I like it. It's something different, you know, and it really has to do with the history. 1998, no doubling. 2016, 2015. I decided to try to stream today, just because I'm not doing anything else. I already ate dinner, all that good stuff too. Because you know, it's just me. My son is with his grandma and his mom today, so I get to see him this weekend. So it was just me, just hanging out. I already cooked up a bunch of food, you know, stuffing and pizza and anything that I could get my hands on because I like food. Oh, that's a nice 2016 bag marks. But yeah, check out Amazon for those for those deals, because especially like right now with like the Black Friday deals and stuff, you might be able to find something pretty cheap on there on one of those deals. There we go. How about that one? There we go. Now we're in the 50s. 1959 Denver. So I'll put that down here. Man, that thing is shining too. It's got a lot of like scuff marks on it, scratch marks on it, but man, there's a lot of gloss left in it. 1989 P. Yeah, I have that one. 89 Denver. 2002, 2011, 1980. Some of these just like the edges on these coins just feel weird to me. I'm so used to. I've been doing pennies for, I don't know, for forever. As long as I started getting into coins, I started with pennies, and it just, you know, it's just, you know, they're small, and I go through them pretty fast, and I look at them, I'm like, you know, it's one of those things that I don't have to think. I just have to look at the date, and I'm like, okay, I know that there are, you know, X number of double dies, repunch mint marks, whatever that exists for that year. This is what I'm gonna look for. Then if it's not there, then I'm just gonna move on. I have a scope over to the side, and I look at coins underneath. I would put it up on the stream, but my computer obviously could barely handle it as it is. So that will not be an option right now. But as I get my my bigger system built, I will definitely have that as an option. Do, 2012, 1994, 2014. Man, I'm really hoping for another buffalo. I would love to find another buffalo inside this box. And what's crazy is that's like that one was in the very first roll. I could not believe it was the very first roll that I picked out. And so here's the bison, but I'm not seeing any of the spearing on the bison that you're looking for those. But so I'll kick that back. 85, 2008. I found quite a few 2009s as well. I was actually surprised to find a lot of like. I guess I just have this understanding, or like this thought that, you know, the 2009s, they're 35 35 million minted, and then that means that, of the minting of them, the 35, that 30 million are out in collectors' hands. Somewhere in that I should never find any. Like, I know they're rare, but I guess I just have this notion that they're so rare that nobody finds them anymore. Like as rare as buffaloes are, but they're really not. How many people we got in here, guys? We have just cry. Oh, well, that's fun. Just want to hang out, I guess. Listen to me ramble on to myself. 72 Denver. 72. I need a Philly on that one. 2016. Hey, Crow, are you still in here, man? Yeah, I've got like, that's what it says on my screen too, but then I go to the participants and it's only you and I. So I don't know why it shows that. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I'm glad it's me, Brian. I'm glad you guys are here to support me as I suffer my way through my first attempted live stream. That is a conglomeration of I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just going to look at coins and talk to myself. So I appreciate that, guys. 2016 Denver. If you guys look through Nickels, if you guys do, what are some of the things that you guys look for? Because obviously, like some of the ones I'm looking for, this is the 2014. I'm looking for doubling in the main bay and then doubling on Moncello. But what are some of the things that that you guys look for when you're looking at coins? Like, is there anything like really abnormal, or just something that you look at? Jake Matula, what's up, man? Welcome to my crazy live stream that I decided that I'm just gonna. I wonder if I can get this any closer without breaking it. Hey, there we go. Crow, you're in the UK, man. So, Crow, answer me this then. If you're in the UK, have you gone through and, like, I guess, like, I'm assuming that some of the banking systems work the same way as in the U.S. But can you like go to a local bank and get rolls of coin, or is that not how they work? Tell me in the chat there. If you had PayPal, Jake would be in it. Well, I do have PayPal. I wasn't intending to do anything with PayPal and opening rolls as of yet, just because my software is not where it needs to be. But eventually, that's where I would like to go with this, just as something different, especially with the type of coins that I get in this area. Yeah, Jake is a superstar. Cryo, yes, I do search UK coins. Ours comes in sealed bags though. So if they come in sealed bags, are they mixed, or are they like a bag of one denomination of coin? $98D. There's that 64. 64 Glore. That one's jacked up. Actually, the back is good. It's just the front's jacked up. Bag of one denomination. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I guess the other thing would be that if 1961, if the coins are minted in a similar fashion, then you would have some of the same types of errors that we have in the U.S. 1985p. It's not bad. It's a little bit rough. Done a video of me going through 50 pence. So how big is the 50 pence piece? Because I only have a few older pence. So is it similar to our $50 or 50-cent piece? We don't. I think they catch a lot more of it. Of course, our country is not so big, and we mint so many. We don't mint so many coins. Yeah, Brian, I'll have to check out that video, and just see, because like even if they like, I don't know. I feel like that there still has to be a process, just like in the U.S., where as they cycle through. As they mint coins and as they cycle through coins, that errors are going to happen, and they can't all be found like just through the normal mint processes. Like there are some that will have to get out into circulation, just like the ones that have happened several times in U.S. In U.S. coinage. There have been several issues, like several errors that have happened, that have made it out into circulation before they even realized that there was an issue, or that there was an error. So that's where all these particular ones come into play. You guys think of that one right there? That one right there? What do you think? Think it's a good one? Let's find out. I think it's just gonna be garbage, but we'll see. We'll see. The 79 Denver, 99, 82, 85, 2003, 2007, and that thing is actually a 2000. It's 2000 and it's painted. It's literally just painted. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. 64. The one thing that I wanted to do with my channel, and you guys can help me decide this one, is I would like to do kind of the same thing that Paul Snacks does, with only with some smaller change, just because it's more attainable where I'm at. That's a nice 87. But the other thing is that really giving the Butcoin, um, it would really give people who don't have an option to get coins, um, you know, a chance to go through, roles that may not have access to them. Like I know Beth Connington. She's in a very rural area, and she can't. They only have like one bank out there, so she obviously can't get a large amount of coinage to be able to coin roll hunt. So, just stuff like that. I mean, I think it would just be cool because, I mean, there, just in my area, there are, I say within, I guess, 5 miles, there is probably 12 banks. So it is, it's very easy for me to get coin anywhere. I like to fish. What is the oldest coin you have? Actually, I think the oldest coin I have is actually this one that's sitting in front of me. This is an 1875 5 Pfennig. And I found this one and its brother, which was the 1876. I found these. They're obviously super worn. And I found it in just the miscellaneous bin, or the mixed coin bin, for 10 cents. So yeah, I had to get those. I mean, I love I love the history of these coins. That how can something that is that old still survive through across oceans, across two world wars, across all these things that have that have survived that long. Just like I wish they could tell a story. Like, that would be really cool to hear the story about how they managed to make it that far. Oh, hey, what do we got? 58. 1958 Denver. 1950 Denver book says 58 Denver is let's see, 58 Denver, 168 million. So yeah, they've got a lot. 1995, 1988. 69S. I don't know. I know some of the mint marks for the 69S is 120 million. So I'm not worried about that one. It's not in great shape either, so I'll toss it. Hey, there's a wow, holy cow! Look at this bison. This thing is just lit up. No sparing. No sparing, but wow, look at that. Look at how it just lights up. There is almost no marks on this thing. I'm gonna keep that one. Put that away safely. 1977, 1977, 2015, 1989, 2000. Yeah, it's the history is what I've always liked about it, is that you do you'll find a coin and you say, okay, what's the history on this coin? Well, you start off with, okay, so where's the what denomination is it? Where did it come from? How many were minted? What material was it minted out of? Just all those different things that I like. I like researching. I like finding the coins almost as much as I like researching them. I think I I like finding coins more than I like researching, but it's just the research part that um, really cements uh, just the history on it. 1909. I like to fish. Is that a 1909 VDB or a non-VDB or an S or what? What's what kind of 1909 did you find? This is a 1952. 1952 S. So 1952 S is 1952 S. 1952 S. 20.5 million. Hey, I will keep that one for real. 1909 regular. So is it the Indian head or is it the Lincoln the Lincoln penny fish? $1994, 2016, 2006, 85, 2015. Two more. The VDB, 1909 VDB, but the one Lincoln head. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the 1909s. That's one of the years that there are so many different mintages of different coins for the pennies. There's like I believe there's six because you have the Indian head in 1909. You have the Indian head 1909S. Then you have the Lincoln. And then the Lincoln has a 1909 regular, 1909 VDB, 1909 S regular, and 1909 S VDB. So there's just a whole lot of different coinage going on at one time in 1909. So it's really cool to find those different 60 those different coins. 60D 192. Nope. Next. 2013. I actually found two 1909 VDBs in circulation. The first one was about 5 or 6 boxes in, and I kept it ever since. It's just one of those really cool coins that's, just the history of the coin, of how old it is. I really like finding coins that old, even like finding Indian heads. I love finding Indian heads. That's the coolest thing. Like I found this one right here. This is a 1904 Indian head. This is found in circulation. This is found in a penny box. So it's rated good, I think. Yeah, because you can't see any of the letters on the headdress, the Liberty. But yeah, 1904. I couldn't believe it. The oldest one of the Indian heads that I found are 1882. I think 1882. But it was tore up from the floor up. I cannot believe how jacked up that coin was. 1859 Indian head. Wow, that's one of the first years that those things came out. Let me check that. 1859 or 1856. That was 1859. So, do you have the with shield or without shield fish? Does it have the shield on the back, or is it the laurel that does not have the shield on the reverse? 1981 in good shape, no steps. 81D. Nope, don't need that one. Oldest miracle coin is an 1881 O Morgan. So that's the Orleans Mint, Cryo. And I actually have a Morgan right here. Let me see what year it is. It's a 1921, so it's a newer one. Yeah, I love Morgans. They're just pretty. I love the designs, and I love the history on the coin. It's kind of hard to think of that, this big what we would call this big massive coin, that people carried around these things, like a bunch of them, like in a pocket or something. Like that's the part that's crazy. Oh, it's a nice boat. Oldest foreign coin is a 1951 Canadian penny. Fish. Let me show you this right quick here. I actually found one coin roll hunting. And I guess that this is one of the key dates, or but I actually found this one, this 1923. I found that in a penny box. So, and you can see the mintage is only 1 million. So the other ones around it are like 1.2 million, 1.5 million, and then it jumps up to like 2, 3, 5, 9 million, 12 million. So I found this one, this 1923, in a penny box, and because I just thought that it was, it was cool to find. Whoops, sorry. It was cool to find something that old, because I found Lincoln cents that are in the teens in like the 1909. So it's cool to find something old, but I guess I didn't realize that the mintage on it was tiny compared to everything else. So Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday could even play cards. Yeah, that's probably true. 2013. I haven't, so for my coins that I have in books, about 99% of them, with the exception of the Canadians, have come strictly from coin roll hunting. I haven't bought any that I haven't bought any to fill the books. I've tried to find all of them, because I would rather find them than I'd rather find them than buy them, because it's more special that way. Yeah, the way that I feel like the searching, the hunting, and then finding those coins and the history behind them is more special than just buying a coin. Not that there's anything wrong with buying coins, because there's obviously a huge market on it, and especially if it's something that you normally wouldn't be able to find yourself, or that that you could get by yourself, then I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's bad by any means, to buy them versus sense of achievement. Yeah, Cryo, that's exactly what it is. It's a sense of achievement. It's accomplishing something. That's what I like, and I think it bodes much you know, much better when you find something. But you know, in the same sense, like some of the coins that I've gotten, obviously, like those 5 pfennigs that I got, I bought those. I mean, there would be no way for me to be able to find those like in a in a roll or in a bank box or anything like that. There would be no way that I could get those. So 510. Okay. How many wheats do I usually find in a box? Fish. I find, well, this last box I have, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The last box I got was 9 wheats. I'm averaging, I would say, probably about 10 to 15, I would say, per box. Hey, Ken Peavy. Good to see you, man. Yeah, 10 to 15 is usually about what I get. I've had some where that I just had like it was the customer wrapped one where I just got, it was just massive stack of wheats. That I had so many wheats. And I think it was just that, you know, somebody had a bunch of pennies lying around, and they just gathered them up and took them to the bank, and that's how I ended up with them. $72 some steps, but it's jacked up. We can ask Mr. Peavy that question. Mr. Peavy, what is the oldest coin that you have? $2016, 1985, fire damage. It's an 83D. The back on that one looks kind of cool. 1800 draped bust, half cent. So, did you find that coin roll hunting, or was that something that you bought? $1809 X cash from India. Something I paid way too much for. Okay, well, let me ask you this. If it's something that you paid for, are you glad that you paid for it finding something that old, or would you have been happier if you found something not as old as that? If that makes sense. 2007, 2015, 94, 2007, 89, 2013, 2016, 2016, 87, 2000, 2006, 96. No way to find one of these coin roll hunting. Yeah, there's something about that one. I cannot tell which one that one is. Hold on to that one. That one's kind of interesting. In rolls I have for die varieties, I've pulled some Indian head scents now and then. In rolls I hunt for die varieties. No way to find one of these coin roll hunting. $1969S, jacked up on the back. Hey Shimor, how's it going, man? We're just hanging out. My weak attempt at doing a live stream is somewhat working. I have come to understand that my computer hardware is probably not where it needs to be right now, but I just kept going, and we'll figure it out. I'm building a new system that should run it. Should run everything just fine. I haven't got all the parts yet because my laptop is. If I tried to run off my laptop, my live stream, like my dropped frames, was running like a 92%, and right now my dropped frames is running 45%. So that's much better. Much better in the sense of things, but I don't know. Still pretty weak, but you know, I've accepted it. You know, I gotta start somewhere. Hey Ken, I just got through. This is box number 7, I guess. And I only started doing nickels probably about a month or 2 ago. So I haven't gone through very many of them, and I've found some really interesting things so far. So I think that what I'm going to call the nickel market in this area is really untapped as far as, or unsearched, because a lot of these coins that I'm finding I would assume have been picked up by other coin roll hunters, because I know there's at least one that does $50 in this area, because he gets them from the same bank that I try to get them from. So I usually can't get $50 very easily, but I do have the option sometimes. $1995, man, that almost. This is a butt coin right here. You guys can see that. I think it's just thrashed. Most hunted rolls. Ray. Found my first buffalo in Canadian nickel roll. Well, hey man, that's still a good find to find a buffalo. We're kind of the opposite. That I find Canadians. I found this one already, 1986. But you know what? It's still okay. I haven't started a book on these yet. I will though, and I'll try to fill it up just like I've been filling up books for the rest of them. Most hunted rolls are cents and halves. Dimes are mostly ignored. Yeah, I can understand. I tried going through probably about $20 worth of dimes, and those are hard. You basically have to take the time and look through every single one of them on a scope, because you just can't see. You just can't see the difference. No spearing. Um, Really good look at the college at PNC. I found buffaloes and silver along with a boatload of wheat. Hey, that's cool. I mean, there are some markets where see you, Cryo. Thanks for coming in, man. Um, that I don't know if it's like some of the bigger markets, or the smaller what was I thinking about? If it's the bigger markets or the smaller markets that will have less searched coins because of um, either there's more people there, like in the bigger markets, so that means that there's more apt to be somebody searching those coins, or in a smaller market that everything is searched because there's one or two people that have searched all of the coins, or if there's some happy medium that you can get into where it's a 85, 83. Um, you have a lot of coin movement, but not a lot of searchers. Hey, that's actually not a bad looking 64. What do you guys think? It's got a lot of shine left to it. Keep it. It's a 64 Demeter. It's not steps, but keep it or toss it. What do you guys think? Put it right there for now. 2016. The city I live in is only about 30, 34, or just under 40,000 people. But there's so many banks here that it is just ridiculous how many banks are here. Just in my tiny town, it is, there are let's see, there's two up by the store. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the main road, and that's within 5 miles, I guess. Like within 10 miles, there's probably 10 to 15 banks around me. So there's so many banks. So there's so much coin movement. Like, I'm surprised to find, to really just find anything, because I would expect that that it's already gone. It's already been searched through. Somebody already has it. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that I think about while I stay up late at night and stare at the ceiling. Coin roll hunt. 2016, 1989, 2015. 2001 P, 15 miles to the nearest bank. Holy cow. $2016. Hey Robert, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. I have had some really good luck so far. In my very first roll, I got this one, which is a 1936 S Buffalo. Um, so yeah, I've had some. I haven't had any silver yet, but um, in my first few boxes, I actually got silvers, and just in these last three, I just have not gotten any silver yet. But we will see. Thanks, Ken. (2014), 2002, 1985, 2000, 1964. That one's tore up from the floor up. 95, 24 banks, 3 credit unions. Wow. So Ray, you're kind of in the same boat as I am. There's just a lot of uh, just a lot of uh, I guess locations around you that that have a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's a bad thing. Um, Ken, I'm not worried about rolls having been searched. Most coin roll hunters look for silver and dates. The die varieties are as good as untouched. I would agree with that. Just because 50 AD, no. I would agree with that because I have found a lot of varieties, and that's really what I'm looking for. Not in the nickels as of right now, but um, um, but in the pennies, I look for the different varieties. Um, maybe you can tell me about this one. I'll tell you what I think it looks like if I get it to focus. Focus, hello. The little extra on the 0 right here. It doesn't look like that it's necessarily a rim damage, but it's probably just folded over. Yeah. Is it a die break? Because the rim looks like it's there. Right here on the 0. Bardo Keeper. Okay. That's what I was thinking. No, 2009, 91, 2015, 1990, 1994. I don't know about any very specific varieties on the nickels as much as I do the pennies. I could go through the pennies and pretty much just do those almost blindfolded. Like I'm pretty much at the point now that I can get I can pick them up, and just by like the reverse I can tell, like you can tell the 70s. The 70s have a very specific, like a flat reverse on them, and then like the 83s will always feel a little funky. You know, it's just those different ones that that you just know just from handling, you know, handling them enough that you can tell the difference. And I really can't tell the difference on like some of these, Like you can tell on some of the reverses that they're going to be older because they have a lot more wear and just the overall wear pattern on them. But I'm nowhere near the point of like Quinn this morning was that was on his stream that they were talking about that you could tell, you know, what year some coins were just by looking at the reverse. You could see. (2004), 1990, 2014, 2002, 2016, 2006, 2016, that's a newer one, 2005, 1968, what is that? Nice, man, that one looks 78, 87. Hey, that's got some steps on it. It's an 87. It's not a bad 87. Let me keep that one. 2088. Go through enough pennies, you get a feel for the date by the appearance of the portrait or memorial. Right, yeah, that's very true. Holy cow. That one, I don't know if you can see, if you guys can see this one. I almost don't want to touch it. But the face of this is like, I mean, there's little bag marks and stuff on it, but there's no major scratches on this whole thing. And the reverse is just as nice. Oh, that's a great looking coin. That was a 2005, 2015. Those are 1969. 1967. Do I need that one? No, I don't need that one. No spearing on the buffalo. 2007. Kind of hoping to get. I guess one of the reasons that I wanted to live stream is to get another silver, because that would just be fantastic. 1999. Hey Ken, maybe you know this one, man. For the nickels, was there a composition change during some of the years? Because as I mess with these nickels, like they sound different. They just have different sounds to them. (2016), 2000, 64, 2007. Was that the only composition change? Was the war nickels? (1989), I don't need that one. 2013. Ray, Ken found a nice BIE on an old Lincoln cent today. I found a couple of the BIE die chips, and they're neat to find, because it goes back to, you know, the life of the die and how heavy it was used. You know, they really didn't take care of them. They really just blew through them. and ran them pretty hard. 2017, 2016, 1999. There's a 71, 2012, and an 83. Okay. All the rest are 25, 75, nickel, copper. Okay. It's probably just my imagination, that they sound different, but it just, I don't know. I mean, it's not as definitive as the silver and the regular nickel, but it's enough where I can hear it. So it may just be subtle alloy mixes. 2008, 2016, 86, 88, 76, 98, 2016. That one's rough. 2014, 88, 2003, 85, 64, Denver. There's another shiny 2005, but it got some major hits on it. Well, I have not found any war nickels in this box. I have found several war nickels. These are the war nickels that I have in my book. So 43P, 43S, 44P, and 44S. I have found all four of those. Oh, no, I got more. 45P, 45S. I have found all of those coins in rolls, in coin rolls. So I've been pretty lucky finding the silver in nickels. '72, 86, 86, 2016, 1990, 2016, 1965. The newer coins have a low relief. That may be the changing. Okay. Still another 2005, 2017, 96, Denver, 2016, 1970. In this box, wall monitor. In this box, the coolest thing that I found is, oh man, is a 1936S Buffalo, and then a 1939 S, yeah, a 1939 S Jefferson are the coolest things that I found in this box so far. And I am a little bit more than halfway through this box. So it's been good so far. There we go. 40. This one's rough though. But 1941. It's Philly, but it's got the this ring of death all the way around it, because this was the ender. So, but I'm gonna toss that one. (2010), almost 2009. Here we go. 50. Dang it. (1953) S. Okay, so let's check the book for 53S. We have 53S, 19 million, so under 20 million. So I'm gonna keep that one. It's gonna be a good find. 79, 2015, 97, 98, 2017 is rough. 1990, 95, do 16, 15, 13. Man, the backs of these, the reverses of these are just rough. 2017, rough on the front. 2017. 1967, it's rough. 2006, 86, 61 Denver. What's the 61 Denver is too much. 16. There's another newer Buffalo, no spearing. No spearing. That bison. Got a lot of bisons today. 1973. 1973. I mean, it's alright. I don't need it, so I'm not gonna keep it. 1960, 85, 93, 2010. I haven't found any 2009s. I thought for sure that I was not gonna get any 2009s. Last box, and I ended up getting one on like the second or the very last roll, like the second to last coin. It was a 2009, but it was rough. I mean, it was clearly had been in circulation for, or at least heavy circulation for a while. 84, 87, 78. Yeah, hold on. No, I'm just seeing stuff. Thought I saw a dot flash on it. 16, 2002, 81, 81p. That one's not good enough to keep. 94, 89. I do not need that one either. 89, 88, 99, 2000, 64, Denver. 2016. See if this helps. 2016. 1989. 2003. 1964. 2016. 2014. Come on. 2006. You hear the different sounds on them, Robert? 62 Denver. 13. 2015. There's some funky sounds in that one. Well, that's actually a great looking 60. I'm gonna pick up the light. I think I'm gonna keep that one. I like that one. That one looks cool. 2005, 1988, 94, 2004, Reverse of the Ship, 2011, 2015, 1970 Denver, 2014, 1977, 2008. There's a 2008. Almost a 2009. 1999D. 2016, 2005, 96, 2016, 1981. See you, Fish. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me. (2011) 77, 1970S, 83, 84, 99, 84, 84P, 2006. 94, 2014, 2002, 2000, and 1996. (1999), 2014, 2012. See if I can mess with some of my stuff right now. 2012, 93, 2005, 84, 2002, 91, 98, 87, rough, 2011, 84, 2004, 2017, P, 1964, Denver. I'm kind of striking out on guys. I'm not getting anything right now. 2002, 2000, Denver. Nothing. 1970S. I don't need that one. 2016, 2014. 2006, 1988. I'm hitting a lot of modern years right now. 1993D. Yeah, we got almost full steps on this one. This is a 1993D. I might have to keep that one. 1995. 2016, 1998, 2001, 1991, 2013, 17, 15. That's not about a 15. 2016. Do 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 do. PV still here? Maybe not. 1980, 2006, 2016, 1961, 84. Oh, Peavey. Mr. Peavey, have you found any of the 2015 that have the I don't know what you call it. It's this design that, like, for whatever reason that the strike. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Focus. That the lettering was struck outside, like outside the coin, like they had a die or something. That there was a guy that had um, uh, like the United States of America is like half cut off all the way around. You know that I don't know what you call it. I can't think of it now. But do you have any of those, or have you found any of those? Because I remember reading about a guy that found like an entire roll that was set up like that. Um, like, I don't know if it was a broad striker or just something about the die or planchette. There was something that just overstruck. It's creeping design. Yeah, creeping design. I think that's what it's called. Um, have you seen any of those on the I believe it was the 2015s? '74 misaligned die. Well, but the issue was is that the on the reverse, I guess one's not so shiny. On the reverse, like the design was actually expanded so that it cut off half of the United States of America and cut off half of the E pluribus unum. Like the entire design was like um, was expanded, you know, outside the regular, like the Monticello and everything was still in its right place, but the rest of the design was just halfway cut off. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about. This was a few years ago. 2015, 85, Flowers. No. I thought it was interesting just because it's just one of those that that they shouldn't happen. Like there should be enough checks and balances that stuff does not happen, but you know those things still exist. But then not only do they still exist, but they still get all the way out into circulation. That should have been caught by, you know, the quality assurance stuff, I would think. But maybe that's just me. 2004, 64. Man, that one almost looked like a war nickel right there. Could be a Brockage. Could be a small planchette or wrong planchette or roll that makes me think it was a stuck collar. Okay. I just thought it was something interesting that, you know, obviously a mint error on that magnitude, you could probably turn around and sell for a pretty penny. Man, that 81 almost looked good too. Just the color, the wear on it. Bison, no spearing. 2006, 2016, 2012, 97, 99. 97, 95 with steps, 2012, 2006, 85, 2011, 2008, almost got that. 2009, and then 89, that one I looked at. 99. We're just hanging out, looking at coins. Something I like to do. I usually do my coin roll hunting 63 at night, just because I'm usually up anyway, and it's something that that I can do, and I don't have to think too hard on. Like, especially with the Lincoln Cents. Like, I already know what years that I need to look through. And so I just look through them, and if it's not something that I know, off the top of my head or that I remember, then I skip over it, because, it's obviously something that I haven't deemed important enough for me to remember. There's another nice one. There's a couple of back marks here on the left hand side, and there's one right up here, but the rest of it has got some pretty heavy gloss on it. I like that one. Whoa! My computer's falling apart. I had to put my computer system together in kind of a hurry to try to get this thing working. See if I could or not, because I was having some issues with I wasn't getting any video, and then I realized that I had something plugged in that I shouldn't have plugged in, and that's why that it was coming up with an error, because it's an I/O error. So I unplugged it, and hey, magically it worked, and I was like, hey, alright, I got it figured out. 81, 1990, 66, rough. Ooh, man, that one looks like it. Holy cow. That would be another 1953. 1953 Denver. 1953 Denver. What's the mintage on a 1953 Denver? 1953 Denver is 59 million. So I'll go ahead and keep that one. I like that one. Oh man, so close, guys. So close. Look at this. Look at this. Thought for sure that I was gonna get it. 46. Oh man, 46 Denver. So close. So close to being silver. So close. 1 year away. So mintage on a 46 Denver is, survey says, 45 million. 45 million. Not bad. Keep it. 46 goes in the 40s pile. And that's the best one I've gotten in a while. I've gone through several rolls, and there's nothing else in here, man. Keep on wanting to go to these old ones first, and I always get disappointed when I do, but yet I keep going to them, thinking that they're going to be something cool, and then they're not. That's okay. That's okay, we'll figure it out. 2014, 2006, 2006, 2005. What is that? Holy cow. Well, okay, I'm definitely keeping this one. This is a 69 Denver. But look at that thing. Wow. Look how much that thing shines. I thought at first that maybe it was a proof, but that's not a proof of man. That has some gloss to it. Holy cow. What years did they do special mint set? That wasn't 69. That was 66, 67. Wow, that's nice. I'm keeping that one. That like 66, 67, 68 or something like that was SMS special mint sets that they didn't do any proofs, but the coins in that time frame were struck nicer than your standard business strikes. 65, 66, 67. Okay. Thanks, Ken. I don't know. I guess that could have been from a mint set. Because generally those coins are a little bit better condition because they've been kept in wraps since they were initially minted. But it's definitely not a proof. Not with a Denver. Not with the Denver mint mark. 78, 2006, 1990, 2000, 2005, 2005 Buffalo, or I'm sorry, Bison, and no Spearing. 2006, 2016, 64, 2017 D. A lot of 2017s I've been getting. I already have some in my book, so 1980 P. No, D. Dang. Need that one too. 2005. 1996 Denver. Pretty sharp with steps. 2016, 2017. 2017, 1961 in good shape. Yeah, what do you think of that one? I almost have to get the light to reflect off of it so the camera will pick it up. There you go. 1961. That one's in pretty good shape for being a 60s. Usually they're more heavily worn than that. I'm gonna keep that one. 2017, 1990. Oh, look at that. Oh man, Ring of Death. Ring of Death, all of this coin, but right there, 1946S. Man, what's the mint on that one? 46S. Survey says 46S was 13.5 million. 13.5. Wow. Under 15 million. It's got the Ring of Death, but I don't care. I like it, and I'm gonna keep it. Bison, no Spearing. 82, 99, 99, 74, 96, 2003 Denver. Nope, I needed 2002. 2002 Philly is the next one that I need. 2016 Denver, 2006, 2012, 2016, 2006. Hey Ken, what's the wildest error that you have found? Not like varieties, but like, have you found any just completely crazy wild mint errors before? Bison, no Spearing. 1990. Holy cow. And this thing I'm looking at right now. What do you got, Ken? 1992. 2016. 2014. 1994. 2016. 1966 Philly. Some big lamination. Half the coin is about ripped away. Wow, that's awesome, man. Is that something that you found or something that you bought? (2006), 2015, to 1979, 82, 2012, 2016, 2015, 2005, 1942, DDO with a widespread. These are found. Wow, 1942. I got a 41 sitting in front of me. 2015P. 2000. Oh, Ken, I wanted to show you. Man, this Woody that I found was just crazy, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. Let me find it right quick. Come on. Alright, Ken. What do you think of this one? This is a 1926, and it's got like this, I guess it's kind of hard to tell. It's got like this full wood grain look on both the front and the back of the coin. What would you think that something like this would go for? You can kind of see it. Okay. 26 is a strong year for Woodies. 1999, 1988, 96, 2003. What about later years? Like I've got an 80. Yeah, 1980 that has a pretty solid that has some pretty 1980. There we go. So I've got this one. Obviously there's a big chunk out of the obverse for the 1980, but like there are some solid lines, like the wood grain look. I've got dust inside these things so bad. But what do you think about something like this one? What would something similar to this, obviously with average circulation, what would something like this go for, in your opinions? 2016. And 1963, the tin was removed from the alloys. Most Woodies, in the classic sense, disappeared. 2014. I gotta get another box. Another box. 1960, 74, 2006, 2016, 84, 1970, 2016. So I guess the question is that if the tin was removed from the alloy in 63, then how do Woodies like this 1980 still show up? That would be interesting to figure out, to find out if there is an actual cause for that. 87 Denver, no steps. 98, 2008, 82, 2007, 98, 2006. Recent Woodies, I don't think are an alloy issue. Ken Potter says that they were a result of overexposure of a dipping solution, but our conversation did not delve further into it. Other theories say it's a annealing issue. Here you go, Ken. What about that one? What do you think happened to this poor coin that's had a bad bad string of luck? 83, 89, 2015, 2017, 2007. We got 2006. Oh man. $1948. No mint mark, so Philadelphia. 1948 Philadelphia. What's the mintage on that one? $89 million. So not super high, but in the 40s, so it's going in the stack. 2006, 88, 2016, 2016. Do they have a like in the 2009s in the Lincolns, the Satin series? Do they have something like that in the nickels? Do you know? 1965. Yeah, no, that almost follows Buffalo. 88. 1994. 2006. I'll get away from this. 2015. Oh man. 1948. D mint mark. So 48 I know is going to be 44 million. So hey, we'll take that. Needs some love though. It's pretty worn out. 2010, 2011, 2016, 2008, almost to 2009. And these are my last, let's see, how many rolls I got? 2, 4, 6, 8. My last 10 rolls. All the 1, 5, 10, 25, 50 that went into mint cents or satins. Okay, follow-up question on that one for the 2009s specifically. Do you keep the 2009s that you find knowing that they were lower mint years with the 4 different reverses? Or do you just kind of kick them back because of that they are still in the millions? And second part to that question would be, have you ever found a 3.1 gram copper version of those 2009s? Because I have a bunch of 2009s that I've I guess collected, but I have not weighed them. 1964, 2007, 2006, 84, 82, 2000, 2001, 95, 2003, 79, 64. It's not a bad looking 64 though. 16, 64, 99, 2016. No sparing. I would assume that any of the bicentennials, the 2009s, the 2009s that I find in circulation that would weigh the 3.1 gram would have to be the satins, because I have not found any estimate mark 2009s. So any ones that I have to go through and I have to weigh them. But that's one thing that I was thinking about is if I found a satin or a copper one of the satin, then I would pull those out and definitely keep those. Now, do you pull the do you sell the satins that you pull out? $1991 D, 2016, 2013. That's really rough coin. 2013, 2005, 94, 2016, 2005, 2012 P, 87. uh, 2013, 2005, 2012 P, 87. 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 2012 No spearing on the bison. So, what's the best avenue to sell single coins that are not holding up the house? Because I have some that I think would probably sell. I just have no concept of how to sell them. Okay. Come on. $1952 S-Mint mark. So what's our mintage on that one? 52S, 20 million. 20.5 million. So I will keep that one as well. 2016, 2017, 2016, 2005, 1994. A Facebook coin groups in which you could sell coins one at a time. There are strategies you employ to boost your success. I guess, like, part of the issue I have is that I would hate to sit there and spam, like, 14 posts, seeing, selling, individual coins, if it's, like, the Lincolns, like, I don't... I couldn't stand reading it, I guess. So that's why I wouldn't want to do that. Most of my sales are through email and PM. Well, that's because you're the mastermind, Mr. Peavy. Everybody knows you. Anybody who's anybody in the coin community knows Mr. Peavy. (2016, 2015). Oh, wow. $1940. Decent shape. 1940 plain. Dang. Still, that's some pretty good shape. What's the mintage on that one? $1940 plain. Oh, 176 million. I'm still gonna keep it. It's in the 40s. Keep it. Goes right there. 2000, 2001, 2016, 2006, 2007, 96, 2015, 2007, 2006, 1962. It has a rare on it. So through my blog, I do pretty well there, but the listings are obsolete. I get into discussions in PM, get their want list, put together a package. Oh, here we go. 1949. Rough, but 49. Is that a mint mark? I can't tell if that's a mint mark. Start a live stream show on Fridays, just about sell everything. That's an untapped market. I guess my biggest issue with okay, obviously my live stream is not working the way that I want it to. But I'm working on that. But between coin roll hunting and doing a live stream is I don't know where to start. Like, I guess I'm so new into selling the extra items that I have versus just collecting them like I have been for forever. That I don't know where to go or how to start. So I just sit back and watch everything else. 2016, 64, 96, 2015, 97, 2015, 78, 62, very worn, 2006, 1999, Denver, 77, 2016, 91, 87, 2015, 2016, 1990, 2017. Line up a bunch of stuff, show it off, talk about it, see the price. After that, if the buyers send me an email. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's it's pretty, I guess, pretty idiot proof when you just lay it out and it's up to the buyers to come to you. But I think it's just reaching out to that audience. Just reaching out to that audience that I haven't quite figured out yet. Especially when I'm a lurker in all these streams. Bison, no spearing, 2000. There's 64. It's not in bad shape. Put that up here. 87. 64. 84, pretty worn. 2000. 96, 85. Yeah, I know I need to get more active. I like more of the like the educational stuff. Like in my videos, I talk about how I know that is a double die, or how I know the history of the coins. I like the education piece more, because I feel that the coin community overall would be better, when people know about the coins, instead of just saying, oh, hey, that's a Morgan, and I know that's a Morgan, and I'm going to spend $80 for a Morgan, without really understanding the history behind why is that coin important. '57, 1957, Denver. Let me check that one, because I think the rare one was the 55. 57 Denver, 136. The lower one was let's see, 56 and then 55 Denver. There's a D over S. So I don't have, I'll keep that one. Developed a reputation because I engage people in discussion chat, Facebook groups, email, PM, put it all to use. Yeah, I agree. It's just really getting to be known out there by the relationships that you develop in the coin community, and you've become one of those people that you can be touched, you can be communicated to. 2016. It's alright. Hey, Robert. Got some 40s. Got some 50s. No silver. No silver yet, man. I'm trying though. I got some really early 40s. I got 48s. I got 46s. I got back-to-back 46s just a little while ago, but nothing in that magic 42 to 45 range. Like 2015, 2016, 2014, 16, 90, 64. Hey, there we go. There's a good one. $19.40 with an S mint mark on the back. So 1940S has a mintage 1940S has a mintage of 39.6 million. So I will take that. That is a beautiful looking coin. So I'm on my last 4 rolls, and then I'll probably end the stream after these 4 rolls. I'll do a little recap of what we got today. 2014, 2011, 2002. But like what I was talking about earlier about market. Is that these are all the 40s. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 40s in this box. A 39S in this box, and 7 50s. So there's just a lot of these coins that exist in this market that I'm in that are really unsearched, because I would assume that other coin searchers would be pulling those dates out. 1964 Denver. So I feel like that I should not be finding as many as I am right now. 2012, 2000, 2014, 83. 2001 P. That kind of looks weird. It's got full steps though. Welcome back. 1986, 2006 D. 76, 2017, 95, 2006. 93, 92, 98. 2006, 89, 2013, 2012, 2016. There's a nice 2016, and it's destroyed on the back. I hope not, Ken. I hope that we're not going to get cleaned out anytime soon. I mean, eventually, well, one could say that eventually that we're going to run out of coins to search, but then you will always have those people that stop searching, or have coin collections that just get dumped into circulation. So there will always be some kind of cyclical version of coin roll hunting, depending on. Yeah, that is a weird looking coin. Yeah, there should always be stuff going on with coins. As long as we have the coinage, there will always be something. 2015, 92, 2015, 2016. '92, 64, 93 destroyed, 73, 64, 96, 1990, 2006, another 64, another 64, 2000 Denver, 1999 P. That's in decent shape. I'm gonna hold that one off to the side because I need that one for my book. They make more coins each year than are hunted. We need more people than there are the coins. The uniformed, the uninformed dump into Coinstars. Gramps died. The kids don't know what they are. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But do you think that that the quality of coins would have increased to a point that there's not a reason to coin roll hunt? '85. '92. Another great looking bison. 17, 94. Oh, it's just a cut. 2011, 2000, 2002, 2016, 2012, 76, 2010, 91, 2000, 2014, 63, 88 destroyed, 98. '62, 73, no. People are grabbing boxes of cents to hunt wheats. 10 of them in a box is worth enough. 10 of them in a box is worth your time a hunt. Few people are hunting for dye varieties. Roosevelts are untouched as far as documentation. Lots of stuff to find out there to find. '61 Denver. 1961 Denver. I think that was a high. 61 W, 229 million. 88, 12, 14, 97, 2013. I'm gonna move some stuff around right here. Oops. Oh, I'm breaking my system here. Two 2016. So do you think that the Roosevelt dimes are worth searching, or are they just kind of just there? That's actually a good one. 61, 2015, 2005, 97, 14, 53. So this is a 53 Denver. 53 Denver. Bison, no spearing. 2002 P. 2002 P. 2002 P. Put that one up there. 2016 Denver, not bad. 75 Denver. 85. 2014 Denver. 2008. There's a 41. 41 Philly. 2000. 79. 64. 14. 14. 2000. 99 Denver. 99 Denver, and then 2016 Denver. Dimes are worth it to search for dye varieties. The silver content is minimal. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that I mean, you should be able to still find technically mercury, the Merc dimes in coin rolls, as just like you can find the silver nickels in the coin rolls of nickels. But like, it's all dependent on the silver content, but like, are there as many varieties in dimes as there are in like Lincoln cents? Like, do they have the same I don't know. Shoot, what am I thinking? I don't know. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, so I just finished up the last roll. So these are the 40s. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 11. I got 11 in the 40s. So I'll sort these out real quick and see what we got. 40, 49, 40, 48. 48, 46, 46, 47, and 40, 49. So I got two 40s, two 41s. I got two 46s, a 47, two 48s, and two 49s. So I got two of almost every single non-silver year. In the 50s, I got, let's see, 52, 53, 53, 57, 54. So I got two 52s, three 53s, a 54, a 57, and a 59. Not as many coins produced, so fewer die varieties because fewer dies were used. They have not been as well documented as cents. Cents are popular. Nobody cares about the Roosevelts. Nickels are the second most popular coin to collectors. They are affordable to keep. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, because you could keep twice as many nickels that you could dimes, but I think nickels take up a lot more space. Put out 50 different wheats in a roll. Sell them fast at $5 a roll. Are you really selling them for $5 a roll, Ken? Like, and how much are you mixing the wheats? Because I don't know, I've got probably a couple boxes worth of wheats. I suppose a roll of 40 different Jeffersons, 39 to 60, would sell pretty easily. $39 to 60. Okay, yeah. So, and they normally are what, $2 a roll? Yeah, they're normally $2 a roll. So if you're selling a 50-cent roll of wheats for $5, and what would you sell a roll of Jeffersons for in that mix? That 39, well, the wheat equivalent of the nickels. Have them already sorted by date and mint mark. It just takes time. I have also removed all the dogs, so they are decent little rolls. 1940 to 1958 PDS. Includes one BU 55S. No steel. $5. Cost me $2 for the wheats. 40 coins, $5. I can see them moving. You got me thinking, Ken. Because I have some. Ouch. I've got some of the wheats that are a little bit. I wouldn't call them BU by any means, but they're definitely probably AU. That I could come up with something similar to that for the wheats. And I don't have any steals. Well, I've got a few steel cents, but I'm looking. I need to get 3 steals. I need to get some, like, something close to maybe an AU or some a BU steels for my book. Just because I want something a little bit better than what I have in there right now. Just counted them up: 1939 to 1959 PDS. No silver has 60 potential dates to work with. So you could literally have one roll, no repeats, and still have extra dates. — 1979. You can get rolls of steels. 67, 61, 60, 61, 67. Put that 69 in there. I'll have to compare that 69 to the one that I have. Hey, Fish. Welcome back, buddy. I do 50 different wheats, 41 to 58 PDS. With steels is 51, makes a fine product. If no steels, 40 to 58 PDS, still 51 coins. Okay, so how do you put them in paper rolls, or do you put them in tubes? How do you, I mean, what kind of format do you sell them in? Paper wrapper. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because you can get those at cheap. You can just fill them up. That makes sense. I'm gonna have to reorganize my desk right now. I got coins and computer equipment everywhere. Hey, Coinslacker, how's it going? Fish. I found some 40s. Let's see, 1940, a 40S. Yeah, this 40S right here. $1940S. Yeah, the 40S. Some other 40s. I got these are all the 40s that I got out of this box. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 11. There's 11 40s that I got out of this box. 139, one Buffalo, one Canadian total. And in the 50s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50, 8 50s. So a pretty good box, and that's what I have been getting on average in these boxes, and I'm getting about 20 or 30 coins just in the 40s and 50s, which I think is kind of crazy to have that in that are unsearched. I'm good, Coinslacker. I just finished a box of nickels that I went through. I started doing some of it on my my week attempt at a live stream, but it was pretty good. I found this one right here. This one is in actually really good shape. I thought that this is a 1969. At first, I thought it was a proof. just off the shine off of it, but it's actually just a Denver. Um, so still a lot of luster in it. I mean, it's nice to find something. So I need to compare that with the one that's in my book and see which one's better, because I think this one's going to be better than the one I have in my book. So $3 shipping for one roll postage for everybody if you want more than one. Didn't you say, Ken, that you had coins in what is it? Coins in tubes in sacks in and sacks in sacks and sacks in cans and This is the box of pennies that I went through earlier, and I found this one right here, which is it's a greaser that the 9 is like completely gone. Like you can still see it, like it still exists, but as far as being able to see it, it's like gone. So I thought that one was pretty cool on my pennies. Then I've got two of the 2003 reverse DDRs. So you guys probably can't see it, but well, I don't know, maybe you can. Oh, you won't be able to. I'll have to get my microscope hooked up, but it's you can kind of see it on the right hand side of Lincoln. Is a just a ginormous doubling on the column. So I'll have to get that. I'll have to get my microscope hooked up to my other computer, because it's working at least a little bit better as far as running a live stream. Other than it keeps on flashing at me saying my live stream health is red. I think I need to talk to Frank and you, Ken. Is that you guys sell it and I'll just supply you with the coins, because that seems to be what I do best. I'm good at finding them. Yes, Fish. This is my first live stream. This is my technically my second attempt at running a live stream, but this is my what I will call my first official live stream. Found this one in the nickel box too. This is a 1983, and it looks like it's either had like a candle or like a crayon like melted on it. So I don't know, just something different to find. Fish. Yes, I have proof sets. I've got several proof sets, including extras of proof sets, because especially the proof sets, I recently got a deal on some, so I bought all that they had. Okay, let me grab those because I got them. I got them right here. So I was able to pick up. I got 471s. Oh, sorry. Nope. Nope. Sorry. 671s. I got 72, 72, 72, 72, 72. Let's see, what else do I got? I got 73, 74, 74, 87, 87, 87, 87, and 96. Do, 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 do. 2003. 2007. These are the presidential proof sets. So these are really kind of neat. I got 2 of these. So it's got George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and John Adams. These are really, really neat. Really neat. Got an 81 proof set. That's the case. And then I got these. It was this and the other ones that so 1979 dollar souvenir set. And I actually have 3 more of these sets. So what's in these dollar souvenir sets? Are the Susan B. Anthony's. So it's got the PD&S of the Susan B's. This one is the D, this one's the S, and this one is the P. We can put together a batch of 5 or 10 rolls, sell them that way, keep the shipping down. Ken. These are just the 1979s. They are not the 81s, and I knew about the 81s. That I was hoping to find an 81 in there, but it's just the 79s, which is fine. I would love to find an 81 Type 2, but have not found them yet. But maybe down the road. What other ones do I have? Got a couple over here. Let's see. 81 mint set, 83 proof set. I guess that could go in there. I picked this. Yeah, I can. I checked the 79s for the Type 2 on the S. No luck, man. I was hoping, because I didn't think about that until after that I had started putting them away, and I'm like, wait a minute. There is the near and far dates, and there's a Type 2 on the S, on the S mint mark. But I went through and I double checked those. and but couldn't find one. So this is one that I did a video on, and this is a just a proof. There's different there are different years in here. So the Lincoln is a 61. The quarter is 73. The nickel and the dime are both 64. But what I thought was really interesting is which one is it? Oh, it's this nickel right here. So this nickel, as you can tell, as I face it like this, it's just in the way that it should look, as far as the way that the coin sits in line with the case. But when I flipped it over, it should be in line with the case, but there is a die rotation on it, just a little bit. So I thought that was cool. It's not a heavy die rotation, so it's not going to bring like any super extra value or anything like that. But I thought, something like that with a minor die rotation is something cool to find. So, but I did a video on this one. It was just a video with my cell phone, just because I thought it was really cool. I picked this up for, I think, just a couple of bucks. Which I thought that if I broke this out and sold the coins individually, that I would probably make up. So there's that one. Who's the Sea Hag, Ken? Are you talking about Susan B? She's the second ugliest woman of all time. Second ugliest woman of all time. That's good. The one thing that I haven't done, Fish, is that I have not looked in the proof sets for double dies or any errors on the proof sets. Because I know that there are some that exist, like the 71, 72. So I know that there are some in there. I haven't got around to doing that yet. But that's definitely one thing that I will be doing. Found this one today, in the pennies. As soon as I saw it, I knew what it was. And it's actually a euro cent, which I thought was cool. 2 euro cent in my penny box that I did. Ken, do you focus mainly on pennies, or do you do all or most denominations? Okay, that's fair. Um, because I ended up getting this one. It's slicked out, but it's a standing Liberty. Um, but I don't know enough about the Liberties to really know. I know that there are a couple ways that you can tell depending on like the stars or something on one of the columns. But I don't know what something like this would be worth. I even don't even know what date that it would fall into. Fish blank planchet. I have not found a blank planchet, but I have gotten a blank planchet. Um, I would love to find one. They would be fun to they would be fun to find. Oh, that's cool. See your shoulder. Oh, are you talking about the shoulder strap right here? The shoulder strap right there. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Type 1 doesn't have the armor plate. Okay. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that, man. Here's another question for you. So, I found these proof coin roll hunting. 78, 76. I've got some more. Usually I just keep them in flips, but have you ever thought about putting together a book of just proofs? Because my thought was is that if I put together a book of proofs, one just to see how many proofs that I could find coin roll hunting, but another one is that um, just being able to find that many proofs outside of proof sets. I think it would be more um, different. I pick up rolls that have proofs at good prices, let them go as dollar deals. Where do you get rolls of proofs from? 1938 to 61. Where's that? 2002, right? Yeah, 2002. eBay, if they suck, they go back. Fish. My favorite coin is the one that I find. My favorite coin has to be, I don't know, I like all of them. Like, I like the designs on some, I like the NIFCs on the Kennedys, but if I just had to pick one, I would probably have to say my 1972 DDO that I found coin roll hunting. It's a DDO number 3, if I remember right. And it's one of those that it's one of those that I had always known to look for the 72 double die verse, that in mint state that they can bring a decent amount of money, and this one was clearly not in mint state, but just to find one that is a true heavy double die versus all the minor ones that I've been finding for like forever, is going to be my favorite coin. So that was a 2002, 99, 2002, and 2008 P. So I think the 99 goes under 2. 99P right there. So 99P. So this is my list. This is my list of my nickels I do not have in my book yet. So obviously I've got some of these that I haven't found yet, and then the more modern years that I just haven't found. Come on, focus. 71P, 72P, just because these 70s and the 80s, and then the newer ones, the 2008, 2009s. I'm sorry, 2007, 2008s. The ones that I get have been in circulation for just long enough to completely destroy them. So I usually don't find them in good condition. So, but the other ones, like the early 50s, I just haven't found one. And then most or some of the war nickels. Again, I just haven't found them yet. I have all the Jefferson nickels, 38 too.
Okay, Ken, another question for you. I'm gonna pick your brain. So I put together one of these Lincoln Cent albums. It's complete, um, all the way across, with pretty much all the best condition coins that I've been able to find. Um, what would you sell? This one's the more modern one, obviously. This is the 75 to 2013. What would you sell one of these for if you had one? Or what do you think that you would be able to sell it for? Fish, I have a lot of wheat pennies. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. $10. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Um, I've tried selling it probably 2 or 3 times, and I'm obviously not reaching the right audience because I have not been able to sell it yet. And I was selling it for over like $8. I started a book too. The 41 to 74. I started putting in like the AU, um, like the AU type ones that I find in the boxes, and I put those in there. But it's just gonna take me a while to fill that one up. I buy a lot of Book One wheats, pick out the top few coins, sell them off, and recover my money, then get another. Yeah. Fish. I have not been to a coin show because generally around my area there's not a lot of coin shows. There's some. I'm in Oregon. There are some in Seattle and some in California, but not something that I can readily travel travel for travel to. Hence why I coin roll hunt. There are some things that I look for on eBay, but then there's also um, like I have gotten one thing just because I felt like I was getting a good price for it off of Shop Goodwill. They kill you on shipping though. It is dumber, and that's why that I this is the only thing that I've ever bought. But what it was a group of coin folders, and these are like the old ones. So like the really old, I don't even know who makes these. Um, so this one is the Indian Head and Flying Eagle. I mean, and there are some coins in here. They're obviously not very good. condition. Oh, this is an old Whitman. That's what it is. It's an old Whitman. So I mean, it's not bad. I really picked it up for the Indians and the other stuff that I could get my hands on. Like both these albums have the 1909s. Both of them have 1909s in them, so I was able to get that, which I thought was a decent price. And then here's the 41 that Ken is talking about. So, and some of these have coins. Yeah, I guess I could pull some of these out, because there's a 44 right there that just is super shiny. Right there. There's a BU 44 right there. I haven't picked through these very much yet. I just haven't got around to them. But the folders are pretty rough. I mean, they've obviously been in place for a while. But the other thing is that that these coins literally look like, I mean, almost all of these coins look like that they were put in, you know, very soon after they were minted, because they don't have the normal damage marks or circulation marks that your regular circulation coins have around the gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Fields. There it is. They don't have the marks, the bag marks and stuff that regular circulation coins have. So I don't know. I haven't looked through these on yet for things yet. For things. But I mean, you guys can tell. I mean, they're still like, they still have luster in them, so they're really nice. They're really nice coins. So that 57 Denver right there. Yeah, 57 Denver. It's got a filled in 9 right there. That one's a cool one. So I picked these up. I think I spent like $20 on these. I thought it was a good deal because, I mean, just the 1909s can sell for $5 or $10 each. So I thought that I was getting a good deal on those. Thirteens will qualify for the youth auction, which is awesome because it's free and there's some great coins in there. 1913 dime. Wow, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's an old coin. 104 years old. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching me puddle my way through this live stream business that I'm just starting. So yeah, and I'll try to do live streams as soon as I get my computer stuff working out. working out better. So, and I'll let you guys know when I plan to have live streams and when I intend to do that. But again, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.